Because I'm not really a big fan of science, I'll explain it in a way that we'll all understand. If you've ever read/watched the Twilight series, I'm sorry. Then this will make sense. If you aren't familiar with the series, you need to be thankful. Then here is a brief and true summary.
Here is Bella. She is as boring as cardboard and has a personality that can only be described with the word yawn. Here is Edward. He's a vampire, but he makes Bram Stoker roll over in his grave. You see, Edward is immortal and sparkles in daylight. That's right, sparkles. No burning, painful death, just sparkles. Edward's also in love with Bella and watches her while she sleeps. Real lovable character. And here's Jacob. His only redeeming feature is his six-pack. He's also a werewolf and is also in love with Bella. I still don't know why.
Going back to astronomy now. Gravity is an attractive force that pulls large bodies of matter towards one another. Strength of gravity is completely dependent upon two things, distance and the mass of the two objects. Typically, an object of larger mass is going to have a larger gravitational pull than an object of smaller mass. Since everybody fell asleep at this point, because this is actually stuff that's important, we're going to explain this in simpler terms.
Gravity is like love. It attracts people and objects towards one another. So here's Bella and Edward again. Let us imagine Edward is our sun. He produces visual light like our sun after all. And Bella is the earth. Normally, Bella would fall head over heels into Edward. However, sideways motion, or free will, prevents Bella from ever crashing into Edward. Now let's add Jacob into the mix, as our moon rotating around the earth. The same principles apply here, where Jacob would crash into Bella if free will did not exist.
Now let me explain how love and gravity and free will and sideways motion applies to our solar system. Remember, Edward is the sun, Bella is the earth, and Jacob is the moon. Bella orbits the sun or Edward. She stays in orbit because she loves or is attracted to Edward. It's because of gravity. She does not crash into him because she has free will or sideways motion. Jacob, or the moon, orbits Bella, the earth, in the same way. Because Jacob orbits Bella and Bella orbits Edward, Jacob orbits Bella and Edward. I know this sounds confusing. That is because Stephanie Myers has the writing ability of a 4-year-old and can't think of a single original idea. Now here's what would happen if there was only love and no free will.
Left me blind. The stars, the moon, they have all been blown out. You left me in the dark. No door, no day.
Now let's review what we've learned today. We've learned that gravity and sideways motion cause orbits of objects in outer space. Objects would crash into each other due to gravity if there was not sideways motion. Sideways motion allows them to go in a circle or circular orbit around other objects.